My name is Pavan, and I welcome you all towards our Art of Law. And we have been starting in terms of All India Bar Examination 2024. Within 2 days, you'll be having your AIB exam. But as part of it, public interest litigation is one of the most ever asked questions for your exams. So, keeping that in the mind, we will be discussing for PIL based important questions like a quick rapid revision within 15 minutes time duration. We'll be completing this Pura revision so that it'll be very easy for your upcoming exam ka prep. Okay, now starting with which case marked the beginning of the environmental jurisprudence in India through a PIL. Okay, so which case marked the beginning of environmental jurisprudence through the PIL? It was the first rural litigation and entitlement Kendra versus the state of UP case. The first case was basically been introduced about what the environmental jurisprudence itself was started just by this particular case. The Bandhu Mukti Morcha versus Union of India case is related to what? Bonded labor. Very important just by this particular case. It's one of the most repeated ever questions being asked for the exams. In which of the following cases was the right to livelihood recognized under the Article 21 of the Constitution? So, right to livelihood recognized under Article 21 of the Constitution was which one? Was which case? Olga Tellis was Bombay Municipal Corporation. This particular case was introduced. Okay, Olga Tellis was the Bombay Municipal Corporation. This case was basically being introduced. Which of the following principle is applied in PIL cases concerning the environmental? So, like as per the PIL cases for the environmental, which of the principles been given is the rule of law, doctrine of basic structure, polluter pay principle. What do you mean by the polluter pay principle? Very simple, yeah. It says that if you are polluting, then you are responsible for it. You are supposed to pay fine for it. Even for the companies also, whoever tries to pollute water bodies to anything, then they are being responsible for the same. So I hope that is clear for you guys. Now, the next important question is about the public interest litigation can also be used to address issues related to which of the following. Okay, so for prisoners' rights, environmental degradation, human trafficking, and all of the above. So PIL you can file, you can actually approach the Supreme Court under Article 32, and you can file a PIL. So PIL can be for wide range of aspects. So it could be for prisoners' rights. So if you're representing a huge amount of community, and then if you're going to file a PIL case, then it is basically being considered. I hope that is clear for you guys. Now, keeping this in the mind, let's start solving the questions one by one. Who is regarded as the father of public interest litigation in India? It is Justice P.N. Bhagwati. Okay, Bhagwati is considered the father of public litigation in India. Vishaka versus the state of Rajasthan claims this is also a famous PIL case. Okay, so Vishaka versus the state of Rajasthan. It is a famous case of sexual harassment of women at the workplace. So keep that in the mind while preparing for the exam. Under which article in the Constitution can a PIL be filed in the Supreme Court? So you can approach a PIL only under Article 32. For example, if you want to go to High Court and then file a aspect of PIL to anything, then it is Article 226. I'll just mention it as High Court away. I hope it is clear for you guys. Okay. The concept of PIL in Indian judiciary was introduced in which of the following cases? So the concept of PIL was introduced in which of the following cases? The PIL was basically been introduced in the case of SP Gupta versus Union of India case. Okay. Very important. Keep this in the mind. It is the Indian judiciary introduced the concept of PIL in the following case of SP Gupta versus Union of India. Whereas the first PIL which was filed was basically known as Hussein Ara versus Khatun case. The first PIL was basically been filed. Keep that also in the mind. Hussein Ara versus Khatun case. The PIL was basically been filed. The PIL relating to Ganga water pollution was filed in which of the following cases? Ganga water pollution was basically been filed in the case of MC Mehta versus Union of India. You know, like MC Mehta has filed a wide range of PIL cases. If you observe the environmental law itself, you'll understand that Ganga, about river Ganga protection, or Tajmal, Tajmal aspect, or in terms of oleum gas leak case and all. What it was actually MC Mehta was Union of India who basically led majority of the cases. Keep that also in the mind while preparing for the exam. Now, in which of the following cases were the provisions made for separate lockups for women? So the separate lockups for men and women was suggested in which of the cases? It was suggested in Sheila Barse. Sheila Barse was the state of Maharashtra. Sheila Barse was the state of Maharashtra. What did they do that? They bought this separate. Sheila cannot keep male and so in this particular case they decide that male and female cannot be kept in the same prison. They must be kept separately, and that was decided in the case of Sheila Barse versus the state of Maharashtra. Which articles of Indian Constitution is often interpreted in environmental PIL? So which article of the Indian Constitution is often interpreted in environmental PIL? So if you observe, everything comes under aspect of right to life. That is Article 21. Okay, right to life, And under right to life itself, right to environment, right to health and all, everything comes. So the answer is Article 21. Keep this also in the mind. Okay. Sheila Barse versus State of Maharashtra, very important case for separate lockups for men and women. The public interest litigation can be filed directly in the Supreme Court. So, public interest litigation can be filed directly in the Supreme Court. Was decided in which particular case? Think once again. The PIL can be directly filed in the Supreme Court. Yes. Only in case of pollution? No. Yes. Yes. Only in case of poverty? No. The answer is just yes. Okay. I hope this is also very much clear for you. The concept of PIL originated in which country? It was actually in United States of America. Yes, Justin Penn Bhagwati bought it, but however, it was actually initiated in where? In America, which is associated with the reservation. The PIL was associated with reservation in the famous case of which one? Indra Sawhney case. Okay, PIL 50% reservation. Beyond that, no reservation will not be provided. So keeping this in the mind, this much is enough for today's preparation. PIL most of the concepts come from here. There's no particular barrack, but in a quick 6 minutes rapid revision round, this is more than enough. Keep this in the mind and start preparing. Wish you all the best. Good luck. This is me, Pawan, signing off. Take care. Goodbye. Take care. Bye bye.